have Mr. Davincij15. Why is that the name, and who are you?
Okay, well, I'm known as the guy who bought Bitcoin at $1 and told everybody, hey, you know what, just buy $1 worth of Bitcoin back in 2013. Actually, that video was for my subscribers, and because they were hating Bitcoin so much, they told me they wouldn't even put $1 worth into Bitcoin. And so I was so upset, and I wanted them to buy it because I knew it was going to be the biggest thing since electricity, if you ask me.
Absolutely. And now that all this time has passed, do you still have that same kind of feeling about the industry?
Oh, definitely. I mean, Bitcoin for sure. Bitcoin will definitely be the money that everybody uses. That is going to happen for sure. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's going to happen. Don't even think anything otherwise. You will regret it.
So let's have this conversation. Let's have this conversation. I've also been following Bitcoin since like 2011, and Bitcoin is I look at Bitcoin as a replacement to central banking, not to payments. What's your thought on that?
I don't think so, because yes, it's a little bit slow on the first layer, but there will be second layers, which will be a lot faster. Right now, we're going to have Lightning Network as a second layer that can be used, but I think there will be others in the future that probably might be even better than the Lightning Network. So don't worry about it. It's coming. Those other payment methods are going to be coming, and yeah, that's where Bitcoin's going to be the core of everything. So it will be shocking once it happens. Man, people will be, I wish I just bought some when Davincij told me to.
Pretty much sounds like all the majority of my friends who are outside this industry. So I can definitely relate. But okay. So how do you feel about Lightning? I mean, I know that there's a lot of possibility in a Bitcoin layer 2. I believe in the ideas, but it also hasn't gained a whole lot of traction, right? So what's your take?
Yeah, it hasn't gained a lot of traction because it requires you to be online all the time in order for you to receive the payment. This is a big problem of a Lightning Network that I've noticed. And unless they resolve that, where you could receive the payments whilst you're offline, they're going to have some problems.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. So stepping away from Bitcoin a little bit, what's your favorite alt and why?
My favorite altcoin is obviously Ethereum, right?
Oh, fair.
Because Ethereum is smart contracts, provides smart contracts for money, right? So this will allow us to do all kinds of crazy things in the future. Like, for example, we could have options, stocks, bonds, everything on the Ethereum network, and it will all execute without having to worry about a third party ensuring that the contract is executed. So imagine having like a complex financial contract, and you know that it's going to execute. This is what's going to come in the future. We're going to have like insurance, which is a very complex financial product, but that requires a lot of math, and that could all be done on the blockchain based on, you know.
The issue there, I don't think, is the code, right? So the main difference between a smart contract and the bridge between a smart contract and the legal contract is a Ricardian contract, which is a smart contract that legally represents some kind of physical enforceable contract. Figuring the tech exists, but mapping the tech onto those legal requirements is a whole can of worms, right?
And it's coming. Don't worry, it will be coming. Once we have oracles that we can trust and know that they're going to work, and there's going to be oracles that fail. In the future, we're going to have oracles that we're scamming, and then that's going to break down. All that's coming, just so you know. Right?
Absolutely.
So when you do create your smart contracts with a specific oracle, be prepared that oracle is going to be doing some scamming, and so make sure that your oracle can switch instantly and fast, right? When you do write your smart contracts. So, with that understanding, right, we're going to see contracts, really complicated external contract coming into the Ethereum network.
Yeah, I think it's when you've been in the space long enough, like you have, you almost expect that there's certain road bumps along or speed bumps along the way, right? And it's nice to see it's nice to see from someone who's been in this industry for so long that these things don't faze you anymore. But the average person is obviously thinks a little bit differently, right? So what would be the one piece of advice you could give to someone just looking to enter the space now?
Well, I would suggest that you start reading about how cryptocurrencies work and why they're going to be money. So, for example, a good book on how to learn about cryptocurrencies, why it's so important to get into Bitcoin, is the Bitcoin Standard. I think that book was amazing. At first, when I was reading it, I was like, yeah, I know that. I was like, that's for like a third of the book. I was like, yeah, I know all that. But then once it got to the crescendo, I was like, oh damn, I don't have enough Bitcoin.
Yeah, it makes sense. So you had like that's. Did you have the same aha moment after you read the Bitcoin white paper?
I had a different aha moment. I was like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. Yes, I need to get some more Bitcoin.
So similar results anyway, basically. Love it.
Yeah.
Mr. Davincij, thank you so much for your time. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you.
And enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you.